So Penny, you're one of the organisers of the Shark Tank today. How do you think it all went?
Overwhelmingly successful.
How much effort did you put into getting this all together?
A lot of man hours have gone into it. We started organising it around February, started our preliminary meetings. We had the benefit of having run it last year, so we had a little bit more experience this year. But we needed to get people on board early, so yeah, I don't want to calculate how many man hours have gone.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your organisation and what it does in the Shoalhaven?
Yep, Southern Cross Community Housing is a social and affordable housing provider. So we help people out on low incomes, provide housing, and we are one of the largest regional social housing providers in the region. And we cover the Shoalhaven, Bateman's Bay or the Eurobodalla, Cooma Monaro, and we're in Ulladulla as well.
Now, one of the final pitches today was for $20,000. Now, you knew this was coming up. What advice did you give them?
Well, we actually didn't expect that the idea would be supported, but we did think that it was worth the service pitching the idea because they'd be able to sort of plant the seed of interest amongst the businesses and that possibly maybe half a dozen businesses might jump on board and somehow support it or get them halfway.
Well, they certainly jumped on board this afternoon. I think he far exceeded what he was hoping to get.
They are over the moon. So Saltbox are now able to deliver meals to the homeless in the region with their van that was bought for them by Strongbuild and Assured Locksmiths and is going to be sign written by Bombarderi printers. So you couldn't ask for anything better.
I'm with Peter from Salt Ministries. Peter, tell us what you're pitching for today.
Well, we had 3 different pitches today. One was to continue the work we do with Saltbox, which is feeding the homeless and feeding those in need. The other one was to get some money for a community garden, and then the last one, which was the big one, which was $20,000 for a van, which is a mobile response unit to help the homeless and those in need. So,
just tell us a little bit about this community garden that you're setting up.
Yeah, we're wanting to create a community garden where the council have given us some land so we can use. So we wanted to get the homeless actually making sustainable food for themselves. So we're going to work with them, building the gardens and growing the food, and it helps them have vegetables and fruit, and it just helps them do what they want to do. So.
Now you made that pitch and you got quite a bit of support from the Sharks down there today, but then you've come out for the big one at the end, which was, or do you tell us what you were pitching for?
So we were pitching for a van for $20,000 to set up a van that would have clothing, fruit, vegetables, and going around to different places. And I didn't think we were going to get it. I didn't think they were going to get any response. And then someone said $5,000, and I thought, well, that's a bit short. And then as I was walking off the stage, someone said another $1,000. Then as I was driving in this morning, I saw a van for $10,800. And so I just got up and said, hey guys, there's one van for $10,800. We're nearly there. Someone put up their hand for another $5,000, and so we've got the van. So, and then someone said they'll pay for the sign writing. So it's perfect.
Now, you did admit to me just before that you weren't planning to pitch that much, but you heard there was a few people there just pitching small amounts. I'm just going to go for it.
That's exactly right. I mean, everyone was going for little bits of money, and then I thought, well, they might be a little bit relaxed. They might have opened up their purse. Now we walk away with about $20,000, so it's awesome.
So what is the next step now? Do you just go down the road and pick up this van?
Well, I'm going to go down there and get the phone number and start negotiating, and hopefully get a van within the next week and get it sign written and have it out on the road as soon as possible.
So once this van is established, how will it be operating?
So we have approximately 40 volunteers within our organisation, and so they'll go out 2 by 2, more than a couple of times a week, just going into the areas where the homeless are. And there's many homeless hotspots around the area.
Have you seen an increase in homelessness across the Shoalhaven?
Definitely. Especially, we've been working in this area for the last 5 years, and we've seen an increase, especially younger homeless people. See, we sometimes don't see the young homeless because they're doing couch surfing on people's lounges and things like that, but there's so many out there.
Well, Peter, congratulations. Best of luck with it. And thanks for talking today on ABC Illawarra.
Hey, thank you very much.
I'm Steve White, coming from the Shark Tank in Nowra for ABC Illawarra.